Hi guys, it's Bree. I just wanted to show you a really quick way on how to use Younique's liquid foundation and our new Skin Perfecting Concealer. So I am in my car, I know, I'm on my way somewhere, and outside honestly just has the best lighting ever. So okay, let's get into it. I've already washed my face with one of our face washes, and then I used our Divine Moisturizer and let that sit in for a couple minutes. And always I always use primer, okay, before I put on my foundation. So you don't need a lot with Younique's, and the cool thing about it is it's a face and eye primer, so you don't have to use two different primers. So I just use about that much and then smooth it all across my face, over my eyelids, everything, down my neck. And what this does is it fills in any fine lines and pores, and it helps to create a really smooth surface for your foundation. It'll also help your foundation last all day. So it's clear, and it seriously feels like silk. And then usually, like ideally, you would want that to sit in for a couple minutes, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna pretend that we let it sit. So next I go in with our liquid foundation. You shake it up, and then the way I do it is I usually put a couple drops on the back of my hand. I usually put 3 drops. And then you can use your fingers to put this on, or a brush. And I switch back and forth between like a stippling brush like this or a flat foundation brush like this. So today I'm just going to use this stippling brush, put it in like this, and I'm going to look up at my car mirror while I do this. So you just swirl it in, and I personally like to work from one side of my face to the other because it does go on liquid, but it dries to a powder, and it dries really fast. So I'm using the color Taffeta, and the cool thing about mineral makeup is that one person could be like 2 or 3 different shades. So I usually switch between taffeta, satin, or chiffon. So I am using my front-facing camera on my phone, so it's not as good as a camera as the other side, but you can kind of see that it gives really good coverage, but it still looks like I have skin. You know what I mean? It doesn't look all caked on. All right, so let's do the other side. 3 drops, and then buff it in. And then, of course, you know, you should work it down your neck. And this foundation is $39. You only need, for like a pretty good coverage, I would say 6 drops for your entire face. And that'll give you like some pretty sweet coverage. Doesn't look cakey. It's good for all skin types. This is the foundation that I use in my videos where I cover up all the tattoos. I use this, the primer, and then the concealer that I'm about to show you. This foundation has, I don't know how they did it. It has optical diffusers in it. And what that does is it basically makes your makeup look like it's airbrushed on, even in person. Like it's like Photoshop in a bottle, seriously. And it's super lightweight. You don't feel like anything's on your skin. All right, next is our Skin Perfecting Concealer. It's mineral. This stuff is bananas, okay? It's got a little top that screws off. Same thing, I put it on the back of my hand, and okay, that's all I put on. That's gonna do my entire face, okay? So I like to use a concealer brush, or you can use your finger. My concealer brush decided to disappear, so let's see. Oh, here it is. So here's a concealer brush, and it has a flat top on it, and it really pushes it into your skin good. And then I just go like this. I make a triangle under my eye, and this is going to conceal any dark circles or any discoloration that I have under there. I like to put it right here on my lip, on my chin, and then usually on the sides of my mouth, because that's where I get dark. I have dark areas right there, and I still have some left, actually. There we go, in case we want to do a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm using my ring finger, I tap it in. You don't really want to swipe because you'll swipe all the product off. So you just push it in like this really quick, blending it in. And this concealer is opaque, meaning that it is not see-through. And it doesn't look cakey or, you know, and it doesn't crease like some other concealers do. Okay. So I just do it like that, and now I look alive. I'm going to switch my camera to the other side so you guys can see what it really looks like. And then usually I let my concealer set for like a couple minutes, and then usually I'll go over it with like a loose powder or a pressed powder just to set it. So I'm going to switch my camera over if it'll let me. Actually, it won't, so I'm going to turn my phone around. No, that's not going to work either. Geez, oh, Pates. Okay, I will post a picture of what this looks like with the other camera, so if you guys can see up close, it still looks like I have, you know, like it's my skin, not like it's cake face, but everything's concealed and looks really nice. So, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I love to answer questions. And this little set right here, let me grab it. All three of them together are what I call the triple threat, okay? So you've got the primer right here, the liquid foundation, and the skin perfecting concealer. This is my triple threat that I talk about, okay? It covers tattoos, blemishes, everything, all right? Now, when you hear me talk about double trouble, it's these two, okay? They do the same thing, but they just don't come with the primer. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you soon, and I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. Bye-bye.